you got to have someone that piques the public's interest. And I think you have that in heavyweights, right? Stipe Miocic is a great champion, but he's very reserved, right? He's very reserved. Francis Ngannou may have it. If he's able to do what he says he's going to do on Saturday, I think he'll be the next big star in the sport. And he won't need to talk, because heavyweights gain our attention. That's why boxing's doing better now, because of guys like Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Stipe Miocic and Francis Ngannou, Cain Velasquez coming back. They'll make the sport bigger because we all love heavyweights.
You're very familiar with that title right next to you, but what is it like when the last fight was like a no contest? Tell me what you feel, that you have the title back, but it's under odd circumstances.
Well, you know, it's odd circumstances that I can't really control.
Yeah.
And I've said this time and time again, I feel like this is the Rumble Johnson one fight again, where John did what he did, got himself into trouble, and the belt's up for grabs. I know I'm the champ because I definitely want those pay-per-view points in my fight purse as the champion. But I feel like I'm fighting for a vacant title a little bit. And I'm going to win and feel better about it on Saturday.
One more for you. How secure are you with what you've done, where you should, or you could headline if you'd like, but you're fine being in this particular role?
I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind being a co-main event at all. I don't mind. I've headlined so many UFCs and sold over 2.5 million pay-per-views. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I know what my worth is to this company, so I don't need to be at the top of the marquee. It's been there a number of times.
DC, it seems like you've embraced your role as an analyst when it's now coming down to even breaking down your own fights, because it's rare to hear someone even concede the fact that there's a chance their opponent may knock them out. Have you felt that that's helped you at the top of your game, so that you're more real, maybe more real about what could happen? It is a fight after all.
Yeah, I am. I use my analyst work to really help me in my preparation for fights. I've watched these guys as an analyst, so it allows me to prepare for them with no bias. And it's helped me a ton.
When you're after mentioning about Francis Ngannou and his potential star power, do you think that it's the fact that it's a market that the UFC have never been in before, that he has such a chance to kind of make a name for himself? Like, we've seen it firsthand in Ireland with Conor, because there wasn't that much of a love for the UFC or mixed martial arts. But as you say, when you have a guy that can come and back up and says what he's going to do, then that's how interest starts.
And he's a big, strong guy. I mean, not only does he have the power, he has the look of a heavyweight champion. So a lot of it is this, right? When you see someone, you go, oh, that dude's a star, right? You can see it when you look at him. And I think people see that in Francis Ngannou.
And just one final thing. I know you had a pretty a viral clip yesterday when you were talking about John Jones and the polygraph test. But you mentioned as well that you don't want to fight past 40, and you're 38 now. Jeff Nowitzki recently said that USADA may be lenient towards John if he can go through a thorough process with them. Do you see yourself fighting him once more before that age of 40, and he could be back realistically within that time frame? Is that something that you really want now at this stage, after 2 fights?
I want to fight him again, you know, but the reality is, even if they were able to prove he made a mistake, how many times can you make mistakes? And you guys got to realize, Jeff Nowitzki works for the UFC, so it may be his job to kind of put things out there to see, you know, maybe we can get this thing shortened a little bit, because Jones is valuable to the company. Not like Jeff, but Jeff is not the head of USADA. He works for the UFC.